every pro audio dealer has to do this usually every year, and that's do inventory. So you have to go through. You close the store for a day or two, or over the weekend, or just take a couple days down that are slow days, and get everybody, all hands on deck. And what's going to happen is you go through every little thing that the store has, and usually you'll have a list with serialized items, so you can match the serial number to the equipment that you have. And this needs to be done so we can find out what actually has been sold, what has been stolen, what has been misplaced. And I remember doing this, all the time. And it's kind of it is tedious to do, but it also makes you remember what you have in stock, what you actually have in stock. But I remember we were doing it one time at TechCom, and everybody was doing their part. And we had this one salesman, when you count the cables, you're supposed to count, a cable, a hose, cable, 5 feet long, blue MIDI, and put, the number. And he just would say 1 box of assorted cables. That does nobody any good. And he was just the laziest guy, but he was one of the highest paid salesmen. And the problem with him was his attitude was he gets paid more than anybody else. He makes more money than anybody else at the company. And he didn't really need to be doing any of this stuff. And I always thought that was the wrong attitude, because I always felt when you have a pro audio dealership, and really to any business, team spirit, really makes everything work so much better. If you treat everybody great, if you pay them well, and you treat everybody nicely, then they'll give 100% to the company to make sure everything works. But if you got egos involved and you feel like you shouldn't really be, involved in this, it doesn't go well. I remember this one salesman, he would write up his sales order. This is back when, we just had a pen and a paper. We would write down the order, and the accounting people could never make out what he was writing. And they would always bring it to me or bring it to him and say, "What did you write here?" I would look at it and go, "I don't know what he's writing." I mean, it looked like he was writing with his left hand and he's right-handed. It looked wrong. But he always felt, and his argument was, "My time's worth more than your time. You figure it out." And I just thought that's the wrong thing to do. So I guess this story is about doing inventory, which is, it's I wouldn't say fun to do, but it has to be done. And the other part of it is people feeling entitled when they shouldn't. It should be a team spirit. Everybody should help each other out, and that's the way it should be done. And I always believe that's how you have a successful business. And I know a bunch of businesses that don't treat everybody right, and people are just not happy, and they just don't do well. Nobody wants to be there, and it's a miserable work environment. And that's, you want people to be happy to be there. So there's my 2 cents for the day.